Welcome once again to our English lesson. We are going to start a lesson which focuses on Unit 10 of your Grade 10 textbook. Today we are going to practice writing. Let's learn how to write a speech correctly. Let's start the lesson. Children, a speech usually communicates information to an audience. Sometimes as students you are required to make speeches at various platforms such as your English Literary Association meetings or even the morning assembly of the school. On all these occasions, it's helpful for you to write down what you plan to say to the audience. And the other important thing is, a speech is one text type which is used at the O-level exam to test your ability in writing. Therefore, it's important to learn how to write a speech, and we are doing it right now. First, let me give you a few tips which may become handy when you are writing a speech. First, you have to select the topic you are going to speak about. Then you need to identify the target audience. That means you have to think whom you are speaking to, because the facts you select, the language structures, vocabulary, all have to be suited to the level as well as the background of the audience. Then think about the purpose of your speech. Other than making a welcome speech or a vote of thanks, most of the time you deliver speeches to make your audience aware of certain facts on a particular topic. Next, you have to collect and select information. It's useful to do some brainstorming here. That means think of all the facts that come into your head when you think about the topic and jot them down. After that, you can read what you have written once again and cut off all the unnecessary details and select only the relevant ones. Here you can cut off what is unnecessary and join similar information. Your next task is to organize or arrange the information and the facts in a logical way. You can start with the most important details first and come to the less significant ones after that. Once you do that, you can start writing. When you start writing, you have to remember to write a good beginning to your speech. So let me explain how to begin your speech. First, you need to greet the audience. Then you have to address those who are listening to your speech. Then you can thank the organizers for giving you the opportunity to deliver the speech. Next, you can introduce the topic. I will show you an example so you can understand this better. Let's read this beginning of a speech. First, you have good morning everybody, which is a greeting. Depending on the time, you can use a phrase like good afternoon or good evening. Then you address the audience. Look at the example. Dear principal, vice principals, teachers and my dear friends. So those are the people in this audience. This may change according to the place you are making your speech. Next, you thank the organizers for giving you the opportunity to deliver the speech. Let's read that part. First of all, I must thank our dear principal for giving me this opportunity to speak to you on a very timely topic. Here you need to write the people whom you should thank for. Usually it is the organizing committee in general or any other people you need to thank specifically. Finally, you must introduce the topic. See how it is done. Today I am going to speak about the value of reading. Okay children, I hope now you are clear about the beginning of a speech. Okay. Next, you have to write the remaining part of your speech. Look at these points. These are some useful tips to help you write a good speech. Begin with an outline. To write a good speech, you have to be organized. An outline is one of the best ways to organize your thoughts. Use the conversational tone. Write your speech the way you would normally talk. As it is a spoken text, avoid using too many passive constructions or technical words that are difficult to remember. Be specific. It's better to give examples or statistics to support a point if possible. Use short sentences. Use contractions and short sentences as they will be easier to remember. Okay, children, there's one more tip I want to give. That is how to end your speech. At the end also you have to thank. This time you thank the audience for listening to your speech. You can simply say thank you very much or thank you very much for listening to my speech. I hope now you know how to write a speech. Children, let's read one speech before writing one. This speech appears on page 101 of your textbook. It's activity 1. To be familiar with speeches, you can read it and answer a few questions based on it. This is the first part of the speech. Read it and answer these 3 questions. What time of the day is the speech made? Who is there in the audience? What is the topic? Okay, let's check your answers. First, you have to find what time of the day the speech is made. What is the answer? Yes, it's the afternoon, as the speaker greets the audience with a good afternoon. Next, you have to find who is there in the audience. See the way the speaker is addressing the audience. Who is there? There are teachers and other friends. Next, you have to find the topic of the speech. Look at this sentence. I'm here to speak a few words on personality. So the topic of the speech is personality. This is the remaining part of the speech. Read it and say whether the given sentences are true or false. Let's check your answers. Look at the first one. Personality comes to us only by birth. Is this true? Look at this sentence. It can come to us by birth and by the environment we live in. Here it refers to personality according to the previous sentence. So personality comes not only by birth, environment also plays a part. So the sentence is false because of the word only. Second sentence is, the aspects of one's personality can be developed. Look at this sentence. Although personality is different from person to person, the aspects of one's personality can be developed. So the second sentence is true. Last sentence is, by participating in school activities willingly, we can develop ourselves. It is there in this sentence. We need to participate in these activities willingly to develop ourselves. So the third sentence also is true. Okay, children, let me ask you one more question here. How has the speaker ended his speech? After giving one piece of advice, he thanks the audience with a simple thank you. Children, now that you have read a speech, let's write a speech now. Look at this question. This question appeared on 2018 O-Level paper. At the exam in question 16, you are asked to write different texts to test your writing skill, and you have a choice to choose among an article, essay, speech, dialogue, or even a story. As our lesson today focuses on writing speeches, let's pay attention only to that part. Let's read that part together. Write the speech you would make at the school assembly on the effects of using polythene. You may include the following: why people use polythene, how the use of polythene affects the environment, steps that you could take to prevent the harmful effects of using polythene. So remember to write the beginning and the end of your speech the way I taught you. Also include a few ideas for each point in the question, as you have to write around 200 words to get the full marks for content. Now you can pause the video and write the speech. Let's check what you have written by comparing it with this sample answer. Let's read it together. Good morning, everybody. Dear Principal, Vice Principals, teachers, and my dear friends. First of all, I must thank our dear Principal for giving me this opportunity to speak to you on a very important and timely topic. The effects of using polythene has become a major issue because polythene is a non-decaying material. People dump polythene everywhere, and this leads to a serious problem today, especially in developing countries. Why do people use polythene? There are so many reasons for it. Polythene is not only very cheap, but also easily available and durable. In spite of all the issues, people continue to use polythene. As it is a non-decaying material, heaps and heaps of polythene accumulates in the environment without having a proper waste management process. Although the government has taken many steps to overcome this problem, the problem still remains very seriously. Many steps like waste management systems, dumping garbage in a systematic way, awareness programs, and Shramadana campaigns must be organized to overcome this problem. However, the problem remains the same. So as school children, we have a great responsibility to be role models in order to prevent the harmful effects of using polythene. We should educate our families on the threat of polythene getting collected in the environment. Therefore, let's join hands to curb the use of polythene and use environment-friendly materials to replace polythene. Thank you very much. Okay, children, I hope you also could write something similar. Children, we have come to the end of today's lesson. In this lesson, we learned how to write a speech correctly. I hope it was useful. We'll be doing more lessons to practice writing. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel too. See you again. Goodbye.